Hi. So now we're going to apply jams over lacquer or polish. Now for this, you want to make sure your polish is completely dry. I do still use the buffer before. You want to make sure that your polish or lacquer has something to grip onto. This is also a good tip for when you're applying jams straight to your nails, because a lot of people have very smooth nails, so it helps. You want your adhesive to hold. You want your jams and your lacquers and your gels to not just slip off as a whole. So I've already pushed back my cuticle. I'm going to do so again because I like to lift it just a little bit to make sure that it's out of the way while I'm applying. This is one of my absolute favorite wraps. This is my third sheet. So I've already removed the half that I'm going to be putting onto this finger. So I've got it all ready. It's not touching anything. You don't want any oils on it. I cannot stress that enough. A little bit of space between your cuticles and your wraps is imperative. You do not want your skin touching your wraps. Because the oils from your skin gets under, releases the adhesive, and then it's gone. And then it's a waste of a wrap. So this is Lace Noir. I love it because I can put it over wraps, I can put it over color, and it just adds this like nice little sexy flair. So what you do is you lift. I use a metal spoon cuticle pusher. You can use the orange sticks, anything that's not has any oil on it. I use alcohol swabs to sanitize these right before use. And we soak it in alcohol for 10 minutes once every couple days. Even if we're not using it, because we have 3 dogs. Need I say more? So for the wraps, you figure out your size. I've gone through. What's great is this clear stuff makes it so you can wrap it around and make sure it's the right size. So I know this is the right thing. I'm going to turn on my mini heater. Nice little stand. I have customers who uses it to also warm up their hands because it's nice little space. And it's pretty quiet. So, and it heats up really fast. So, I got it in front of the heater. Do it until just as it starts to curl. See, it's starting to curve. I already did the oil and everything. I'm going to just push the cuticle just a little bit. Oh, I forgot a step. I am so sorry. Buffer block. You're going to end up with a little bit on your nail, on your buffer block. But I like to just do a little bit of a scuffing. Don't want it too smooth, right? So, it's a little warm already. Doing a quick reiteration. I touch it down. Now, I want to make sure it's centered. That's why I have this little extra space. Little pull tab. It's not as centered as I'd like. So, I'm just pulling a little bit. Because it's on the lacquer, you don't want to peel it off too much. I had it pretty well centered. I just wanted to pull a little bit. But if you pull it off, you're going to pull off some of the lacquer polish. So, now I've got it on. I like to hit it with just a little bit more heat. Just a couple seconds. Push it back through. and I go from side to side all the way up. Okay, so now I got this little extra bit. So I go like this, and I cut just to the edge, along the edge of my nail. Still haven't touched this. I can reuse this. I can put it just over the tips of my nails if I do just do the gel. So now I've got a nice little French lace noir French tips. So I take this, I put it on my sheet, and I save it for later. You don't have to. I just like to use the scraps. So now I've still got a tiny bit left. So I'm just gonna hit, and I kept this nail a little bit longer than I wanted. But since I do a lot of typing, I'm gonna take my nail file. Mine's a little beat up. I have more. So I do it at a slight angle. If you do a lot of typing, if you do it at a slight angle, it'll help get all that little extra off. But then it puts this little bit of space at the tip of the nail where you'll get down to the color, and it won't be the wrap. It'll help keep it from lifting. So let's see. Now this little bit could be a little rough. I don't think you can really see it, but so what I'll do is I'll take this buffer thing again. Because it's not a rough buffer block, it just does a nice little smoothing out, so I won't have that roughness that can be irritating. But now I've just got a nice smooth Jamberry wrap application. So I'll take a picture so that'll look much better. But first I'm gonna size and place for my thumb. So I'll be back. I'll see you in a little bit with the picture.